Setting up antennas and gain in the SRX400A receiver versions W31 or 32. From the main screen, press Shift and then F0 to get into your code log menus. Press the up arrow one time and you will see number 2 represents the antennas menu item. Press 2 and then define your antenna group. There's two types of antenna switch boxes. There's an old version shown here which is numbered 0 to 7. In the new version, the ports are listed 1 to 8. In this older version of software, or firmware that it's called, W31 and 32, you have to define your antenna group like the old version, which is 0 is the 1 port, 1 is the 2 port, 2 is the 3 port, and 4 is the 4 port. The entire left side has been selected according to what I've just written there. To select these 4 antennas, press Shift. Now you have a choice here. You can select 8 as the group, and that'll listen on all 4 of those antennas until you get an event if I enable the priority scan, which I'm going to do right now. 1, that means the master will be selected only. Now I'm hitting the Shift key to go through the hydrophones. In some versions of our software, hydrophones are available to be attached to those ports on the ASP8 by antenna cables, and then they're called UUCs, which is up converters. It's only used with hydrophones, and they have to have their distinct tone power supply. Now to get to the gain, and hit the up arrow twice, and now you can set the gains for all those all those antennas, as well as your master. I'm going to select 40 for the first device, which is the first port, the second port, the third port, and the fourth port. Now it says device 4 hydrophone, gain 40. Just press Shift until you get to your master radio. And this is the master antenna gain for radio, and I'm going to put 61, and then I'm going to hit the Shift button because we do not have hydrophone gains. And now, just to demonstrate the ports opening and closing, I'm going to select 1 for run, and then I'm going to continue to log data. And the start time, I just hit escape and it'll start immediately. Now as you see, there's 2 frequencies on board this computer, and every 6 seconds it'll switch from one to the other. As soon as it gets an event, however, it'll switch. As you can see here, it's ID 255, which is an error code, but it has picked up several of them when I put an antenna into the receiver. After it shows you all of the ones that occurred in that small moment of time, because and then it'll show you antenna 0, antenna 1, all on that same frequency that it picked up those noise events on. So now it'll just go through all 4 of them, and then it'll switch back to the antenna master, which will be called AM on the small LCD shown. It'll just continue switching from one to the other, listening on all 4 antennas until it gets another event.